You're listening to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandes and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
Yo, welcome everybody. Back from still in quarantine.
So when we say boom, welcome everybody, it's still not going on here. So what's the delay?
You don't see it? Well, because
now I do.
Yeah,
so
there's a delay.
I know. So there's like two delays. There's the delay for the thing to start, then the delay after it really starts, and then
what? No, I put the thing in the beginning to give people time to like join us.
Got it.
And then that way they're there. It begins shortly.
Got it.
Instead of just going like, "Hey, we're live now," and then they miss everything we said.
No, I get that. Why we did that part.
Right.
Just a little confusing. Thank you guys, whoever's here.
Thank you. I'm here today in quarantine, rocking my Funkle shirt. What?
Nice. Just get that for your birthday?
Nah, I got it for Christmas from my awesome nieces and nephews because I am the Funkle.
You are. I would even call you a Funkle.
Ah, dude, I'm such a Funkle.
Did you like my snap yesterday? Who's my sister?
Oh my God, that killed me.
It's so funny because I really didn't know what to say. I was like, oh, Joe Fernandes? I don't know.
It was like your sister. We're like sisters.
We are.
We're brothers and sisters.
If people were listening to us, they would be like, listen to these two broads just yapping away.
Yeah.
There's two sisters yapping over coffee.
What was it like? I was on the road I was doing City Steam one weekend. And who's that? Who's the guy married to Vicky Cooperman? Max? I forget his last name.
Cohen?
Max Cohen. So he's working with me. So we're out having hot dogs at that place, Woody's.
They closed down.
I know. So sad. And we're just telling stories, you know what I mean? We're just telling comedy stories, and during one of them he goes, "Do you hang out with anybody other than Gaffney?" I'm like, I don't think so. It's like all your stories involve him. I'm like, what are you gonna do? I was like, I don't have time for lots of friends.
No, what are we doing?
I'm old, man.
Old people.
Once he's gone, I'm done with friends. I'm going back to my brothers and I'm riding them out.
I'm not going anywhere for a while, so hopefully that's fucking.
Yeah, I mean I have KP around, but you know.
No, you go out with James. Like there's like levels. So there's James. You go out with James. You know, you'll hook up with somebody else for lunch, but for the most part, yeah, it's.
Well, there's a reason why we podcast together because we have a good rapport. We know how to talk and laugh and shit. Some people are duds. I'm not saying James is a dud. I'm just saying some people are.
Other people are.
You said that.
I didn't say nothing.
He said it with his eyes, James.
James ain't watching.
I know. James has no support for us. No.
He supports us other ways, not this way.
No. Yeah.
He's busy watching
homosexually
quality productions.
Yeah.
Speaking of quality productions, you got through Tiger King?
I got through Tiger King. I even
Are you glad that you
gave it a little homage. I gave it a little clip in my vlog this week, my number 4 vlog.
Okay.
Because it was all about my birthday and how it was raining. I was just stuck home in isolation. So I did like a time lapse shot of me watching Tiger King. So you see it pans over in time lapse and shows Tiger King on the screen.
Oh, okay.
So I gave it a little shot because I watched episode 1 of it and I was like, I don't know, it's weird, but I just wasn't loving it after episode 1. I was like, all right, I'll give it episode 2. So episode 2 starts and then we start meeting some new characters. And then as soon as Mario, the drug dealer who they were saying Scarface was kind of based off of, when he goes, I sold drugs to support my animal habit. I'm like, I'm in. I'm in. That's how crazy this guy is. He became a drug kingpin so he can have tigers.
Right.
Not a drug kingpin that just so happens to have tigers. I was addicted to this first.
Yeah.
And then I started moving drugs because these things are expensive.
I'm gonna risk my entire life selling drugs so I can buy some cats.
That's dedication.
Oh, you ain't kidding. I like that guy too.
I know. I wish there was more of him. I thought he was going to come back.
I like the guy with no legs. I liked him.
Yeah, but I thought Mario was going to come back. Like, they introduce him, they tell his story, then he just kind of he was gone after episode 2. I didn't see him.
Yeah, it was like Friends when Phoebe met her dad. Then the next episode, he was never back again. It's like, what happened to that?
Yeah, see, because
why don't we follow that storyline?
Because I felt like I liked the whole documentary. I feel like it fell apart in the last 2 episodes. I feel like because it was like episode introduced this crazy guy, introduce a new crazy guy and his friends, how they know each other. Then episode, it seems like every episode was introducing new crazy,
Right.
And then it seemed like, okay, 6 and 7, we're just going to talk about this case.
Yeah.
And just like sit in with these guys. And I was
So,
like,
all right, let's talk about the broad, the woman. What's her name?
see, we both watched this. Oh, damn it. Tell me. I got to get my Cliff's Notes.
Come on, guys. Everyone's watched it. Everyone watched it.
Yeah.
Nut job.
Bum. Yeah. You mean the lady who was Carol Baskin?
Carol Baskin. Why can't I
Carol Baskin.
We're all on board. She killed her husband. And I'm not even confused. Every time this guy brought it up in this interview with her, she never... Let me tell you something. If my family member went missing, and you once in a while, people would be like, you did it, I would be furious at anybody who even suggested that I hurt my family member if I didn't feed him to the tigers. I wouldn't giggle about it. Like, they said I fed him to the tigers. Come on. Like, were you giggling about this?
What was her motive, though? I forgot off the top of my head now. Money, yeah.
He was the rich one.
But maybe she didn't like kill him and feed him to the animals. Maybe one of the animals attacked him, which they do from time to time, even when you're the owner. And she saw him getting eaten and just did nothing, just watched it. Like, oh, all right, money.
Right.
Like I can let this happen, and I didn't even do anything.
Yeah, I mean that could be it. Yeah, she sprayed him with whatever fucking Nutty Joe thought they sprayed on his shoes.
Yeah.
They sprayed stuff on my shoes to get. Why would they do? Idiot. Did you watch? Did you ever see David Spade from the bunker? Now he does that show, Lights Out.
I've seen Lights Out on clips on YouTube, but not very.
So he's just doing the monologue jokes from his house.
Okay.
And now he's doing Skype interviews, and he had the 3 of them on, or no, he had the broad with the one no arm, half arm.
Oh yeah.
Right. And last night he had the fucking dude, Jeff Lowell.
Oh, he's a piece of garbage with the affliction shirts.
The affliction. Like, how many affliction? Which affliction shirt matches my headband? Affliction.
Yeah,
headband?
he was confusing me, his character, because it's like, did he have money or didn't he? Like, he was just scamming each person.
Said that, like Joe would say that this guy hustled me, never really had any money, but he never really addressed that point. He never addressed it. And then he got into an argument with the other guy who was going to start a zoo because he wasn't around to help with the zoo, and then that thing fell apart.
You must have some kind of money. Like, you just don't start buying land and opening zoos.
So like, he was on Spade, and he's in the middle of building that what do you call it? That zoo by the casino in Texas or Oklahoma, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
He's still doing that. He's not partners. It's just him. Maybe he has a silent partner, him and his broad.
For whatever reason, I have your voice. I have to fix your shot. Your voice is coming through, but your face is frozen. But you're fine on Skype, but on the switcher, there's something fucked up. I gotta.
I'm sure people are saying I'm frozen. I'm sure people are happy that they don't see my face.
Easy, Mike. Easy.
It's easy. I'm easy listening.
Easy listening. I just gotta cut to. What the fuck, man? Oh, and you went away. I don't know why you're frozen.
In mine, everything over here, I'm moving.
Yeah, you're moving. Oh shit, you're something else now. Now you're a check mark. I don't know how that happened.
So, finally, I got.
You got.
Finally, I got verified.
Yeah, you're still frozen over here. I'm gonna have to just keep talking while I fix you.
All right. Well, I'm just talking.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So they were talking about, how, and Joe said that they sprayed something on his shoes so the tigers would attack him, and then like other people were like, no, he used to that's what one of the toys the tigers would play with. They would throw like old boots and shoes, and the tigers would beat him up and eat him up. So that's what they saw the shoes like. Oh, cool, a toy.
Right.
That's why they were trying to eat your feet, you fucking moron.
I don't know what the fuck's happening here.
You still can't see me? Oh yeah,
I can see you. You're just frozen. I don't know why.
I'm frozen here in Skype. Like through here. I'm
through
frozen.
Skype it's fine. It's just this program is being dick.
I like that view though. It's kind of like, I don't know. Like I see something to my left. It's like, what the fuck is that?
Let me try something else real quick. Sorry, people. What are you getting? Is we get a free podcast?
You need to restart it. I don't know what you want to do here.
No, because we're still. I'm just trying to. Because it has. Let me see. Let me see what we got over here. What the fuck? You fucking piece of garbage.
So this is how Joe fixes tech problems.
Yeah, well, what sucks is that we'll have to like stop the live and get the live back. That's what's gonna suck about this whole fucking thing. I'm gonna try one more last ditch effort for something.
So, as you're trying that,
yeah, do your thing.
So we're losing people left and right here.
All right,
we're going down to 6. You just want to restart?
Yeah, I guess we'll restart.
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, we're just going right to.
We're live now, man. So if you were with us before, we're back. We had technical difficulties.
But do I got to do a new thing?
You got to do a new thing because it's
not the same.
We ended the old thing.
It's the old thing.
So now we got to share the new thing.
Okay.
Sharing the new thing. Sorry, people, but it's just technical difficulties when you're in quarantine. Show me a better looking quarantine podcast.
You're not going to find one.
No, everyone's on Zoom with no graphics, no nothing.
Yeah, what is that Zoom thing?
It's like a video chat. I do it with my family. Like almost every night, I've been doing it with my brothers and my nieces and nephews and my mother.
Okay.
And yeah, it's video chatting, but it's like all like in boxes, but the quality's not as great and whatever.
Right.
It is what it is. People are doing what they got to do.
But does it come close? I mean, like when I'm talking, is it choppy with people? Depends on everybody's connection, I guess?
Yeah, it depends on your connection, what type of mic you have.
Right, okay.
Like I want to get guests on here, but a lot of people I've talked to don't have USB mics, so their audio is going to be like whatever their headsets are for their phone.
Right.
What are you going to do?
You can't do nothing about it, Joe.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can fucking do about it.
No. What were we talking about before we had Tiger King? But you had a point you were making.
Well, I was saying about how they were talking about how, Joe said they sprayed shit on my shoes, and that's what, what happened. People, they're trying to get me killed, whatever the fuck he said. I say it like I'm from Jersey. He said it like he's, from wherever the fuck he's from. Right?
Spray shit on the shoes. What was that again? Just remind.
Because remember when he was in the cage and the tiger tried to eat his.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
He's like, they spray stuff on my shoes. But then during this interview with David Spade, the guy was like, no, he used to give shoes as toys for them to play with. They were like,
that makes sense.
Shoes. They're like, fuck, let's get these shoes. And he was the guy was nuts. I mean, nobody had any teeth. Nobody had arms, legs. There was a lot of fucking, like the Island of Misfit toys. You know what I'm saying?
But do you think, who do you find more trustworthy? Joe Exotic or what was his name, Jeff Lowe?
Jeff Lowe. I kind of, to be honest with you, during the show, I just don't trust Jeff Lowe's wardrobe choices. But watching him on David Spade, I don't know. He just seemed like he was like more together. But it does.
But he's a con man too, so.
That's what I think. I think he was conning everybody. I think he set Joe up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because one guy, his friend. Like,
well, he said he did, didn't he? Didn't he admit to that?
Did he admit to what? Setting him up?
Setting him up.
Well,
didn't he do that to get a deal with the feds?
No, that he made his prison guy, the fucking henchman, his prison dude that was supposed to go and do the killing.
Uh-huh.
The guy accepted the offer, was gonna go. You've seen the clip of the video where he goes, I guess I chickened out.
Right.
And then Jeff calls him and says, listen, you just gotta say that, you don't want to go to jail. So you gotta cooperate. But he knows if you say, yeah, I was going to kill this girl, but I chickened out, you may not get off scot-free. But if you say we were scamming him and I was never going to go kill her, then you might get, you get a break.
Yeah.
I think I think they knew that they can get him into something. I think he's the one who prodded him into doing it. That's what I think. But then I watched him last night on David Spade, and I was like, I don't know. He seems like a hustler, but he just also seems like, I don't know. He just seems like maybe he gets his shit together a little more. But I don't know how long ago they shot that. Like, when was the last day of shooting for that? Because he's got the same wardrobe on yesterday, live.
Yeah.
Hat.
Well, I mean, I think I feel like was it Seinfeld that had a joke where he goes, "There comes an age where like that's your wardrobe. You're riding out the rest of your life."
Yeah, yeah.
Like you're like, this is it.
it.
This is my style.
Right, but I mean, come on. He's got Affliction jacket, Affliction shirt, Affliction headband, fucking Oakley hat. I mean,
I know, but he's one of those guys. We know those guys that like just can't accept that they're not youth. That they just extended youth. I mean, I know comedians that are like 45 to 50 that dress like 20-year-olds.
Yeah, I mean, I don't as much, but I probably would prefer to just like dress like and hang out with clothes like a kid.
No, I'm not talking like I'm not talking like hoodies. Like everyone, I don't know how to explain it.
But if you really look at adult men,
yeah,
like real adults, Joe, I know we're like, take me and you out of that equation,
right,
and step back and look at the adults.
Oh, you mean like
they don't
sandals
walk around
and
with Funkle shirts? And
oh no, adults wear Funkle shirts.
I love the way it looks. But there's no 40. You're 46 right now?
Yeah, but I only wear this to the woods or home. It's not like if you be like, yo, you want to go to the city? We're going to go get some Chinese food to go hang out somewhere. Be like, I'm going to put on my Funkle shirt.
But no, if we were going out to eat, I'm putting a button on the shirt. But I'm like, yo, you want to go to the Comedy Cellar? It's hoodie. You can wear a Funkle shirt.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to explain it. You just know it when you see it. You know what I mean?
No,
it's like, I get it. Like you see people walk in, you're like, it's over, dude. You got
No, there's guys who are holding on for dear life. There's guys who just haven't matured ever, who are just maybe us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like today I'm delivering, medication. I'm walking back to my car and I just glimpse like my reflection of me walking, and I'm wearing a mask. I got my gloves on, but I just can see me walking, and I'm like, nothing about my walk or my fucking posture says a man, like adult. I look like if these people were giving me a tip, they probably thought they were giving a little kid a tip for bringing medicine. Like, thank you, little guy. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing about me was like, hey, what's up? I'm 50 as well. Nothing. It's like,
I'm the same way, man.
I love it. I love how I feel about it. I don't give a fuck if I'm mature. I don't really care.
No, I don't. I'm never gonna be mature. I think it is what it is. That's why
46.
What?
You're like,
I'm 45. Easy.
Oh, I just asked if you would turn 46. You said yeah.
No, then I misheard you.
Okay, because you're 45.
I'm 45, and I look great.
You look amazing.
Amazing.
You know what always sticks in my head? What your grandfather told you, that when he looks in the mirror, he's like, what? He doesn't. His brain doesn't think he looks like what he sees. Yeah.
Because mentally, you're young. Just like when I started frisbee golf and I thought I could play every day. Next thing you know, I have rotator cuff surgery. No, I didn't, but I felt like my arm was going to fall off. I'm like, well, there's a 45-year-old arm right here. Ow. No, but yeah, you think you're young, and then, but I've been using face cream for a while, so I've been looking better and better. So,
all right, you want to just start a YouTube channel for your beauty fucking?
Hey, tips? Man, I don't. It may be the way to go now that our careers are in the shitter.
I know. So let me ask you a question about the Tiger King.
Okay.
Do you feel that it's really hyped up because everybody's home watching shit?
Totally.
Okay.
Do
you think you would have heard about the Tiger King documentary, 5 months ago?
No.
Okay. Yeah, me neither.
No.
And I don't think I would have even clicked on it to see the preview run on Netflix.
No, and I probably would have given up on it after episode 1 if people weren't telling me it was great.
Right.
Like if it was just something I can't, let me see this. And I would have been like, I'm out.
Right.
You know.
So David Spade had the boyfriend John, the guy with
his first husband.
Yeah, the 1.5 tooth guy.
Yeah.
Well, he can't have the second husband because he blew his fucking brains out pranking.
Right.
That guy's dead.
Right.
Travis.
Yeah.
What was amazing is both of them saying, "Yeah, I'm not gay. I just
into crystal meth.
Just like meth." Man.
Well, but Joe Exotic, you have to say, is one hell of a charmer. I mean, that guy has got it going on. Like, I mean,
he has it going on more. But what about the other guy with all the broads?
Yeah, but like Joe Exotic said, he like pays them and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like he's like a more like in like all those.
Joe Exotic pays the dudes with meth.
Yeah, but but they're in a relationship though. They got married. They live together.
So does that guy has a harem of broads that's been there for years.
I know. Oh, you're talking about the other. I thought you meant Jeff Lowe.
No, that guy's just buying porn stars and hookers. That's
right.
different.
No. The other guy's like a cult leader, man.
Yeah.
That guy is like like to Joe Exotic. That guy's like the A talent. Like he's got the A zoo, the A broads. Right. Joe Exotic's playing tricky trays and to equate it to our careers.
Yeah.
We're the Joe Exotics of comedy.
We so are.
Oh my God, are we?
But I'm like, I know meth was good. I did it a little. I mean, I really didn't do it. Crack was really good. I don't know if I want to be a boyfriend though, just for crack. I mean, I don't know.
You got to think about where you grew up and your options in life. Like he said, like it was his second husband. He saw him at like somebody. He was sitting at the bus stop and someone called Joe and said, yes. This kid's been here for like 24 hours. So it's like,
you're talking about the last one when he went to jail. That guy, the husband that he met, that he's in jail now. John. Yeah, Travis. That was the trio.
Well, the one that was at the bus stop. So he's like,
yes.
So I he's taking in lost souls. It's not like guys that have options. Like,
right.
What? Wait. So I work at home. Okay, I'll quit Home Depot and come be your boyfriend for meth. Sure. And like, living.
I know, but I don't know. I mean, I did smoke a lot of crack and I did do some really bad things for crack. But I who knows? I mean, I don't know.
I bet they grew up in such a different. Like they probably have had sex with like farm animals. Some of these guys, you know what I mean. It probably wasn't a big stretch.
Leap. It wasn't a big leap.
No, Joe Exotic was probably like fancy for them. You know what I mean? Like this guy.
I've been trying to fuck this alligator for 6 years.
Yeah.
I guess I could fuck.
Well, my first girlfriend was a donkey. My second girlfriend was my uncle's doggy. Then I met a girl, but she moved.
Was my uncle.
I had a girlfriend for a summer. She lived in Canada, though. and then I met Joe Exotic at my low point, and he showed me love and meth.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, well, I guess they convinced themselves they're not gay, or maybe they were They had to be bisexual.
No, they said they were like, yeah, we're not gay. No, they didn't have to convince themselves. Like, yeah, I'm getting high every day. Like with no struggle.
Well, I guess if someone I guess you don't. If you grew up, I guess you just got to put yourselves in their shoes. If they grew up poor, had nothing, this guy's paying for everything.
Right.
I mean, maybe it wasn't even that much gay sex they had to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
There's no scale of gay sex that would have to, like how much gay sex do I have to do? It's like,
well, probably at first.
If I'm asking the question, how much gay sex do I have to do? I'm already, and nothing about, but I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about, and I'm not even talking about like gay sex, New York gay sex with some really hot gay guys, because there's some really attractive guys that I might not even fucking blink an eye. I'm talking about fucking wherever the fuck they're from, backwoods, tiger.
Well, Joe Exotic is probably pretty exotic for backwoods country gay guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, he not only did he convinced him to get a tattoo above his brajol that said,
property of Joe or something.
Yeah, it was like, was it property of Joe Exotic?
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that's lunacy.
Yeah,
you have to be on meth. That's like beyond.
And then when he went to cover it up, he didn't even cover it up. It's like still could see it.
Yeah,
like,
he just had a bullhorn in front of it. Yeah, he didn't even tell the tattoo artist, like, hey, you missed a few spots.
You see all this thing where you can still see Joe Exotic on my dick? Can you cover that up? That's kind of why I was here.
It was probably the max money he had. Probably if it was this big, it was like 200. This big, he's yeah. Well, gotta do what I gotta do. I ain't got Joe around no more.
But he was on David Spade's full set of teeth. Full set of choppers.
We got some fresh ones.
Oh, fresh choppers. Looks good. Doesn't really how to hold a conversation. So I got really bored. I had to turn it off. I just couldn't do it.
You know, listen, man. I met a girl one time who, like, after talking for a while, she admitted she was like in some sex cult for a few years when she was high.
Right.
I was just like, what the fuck? She's like,
no,
yeah, the guy convinced me, and you're just like, but like, until I never would have pegged this girl for that. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I would like it would blew my mind. I was like, really? Well, and the way she said it, you were like, you convinced.
The way you said, you know what we were talking about, like their limited options. Like to them, like when you're already there, like that doesn't seem like a big leap.
Right.
When you're living like that, like when you're living nowhere near there, to get all the way to there would be like, how the fuck did I get all the way here?
Yeah.
But
they were gay. They could tell them. They could say they weren't gay, but if you're married, if you're in a polygamous gay marriage for more than 5 years, then you're gay. I'm sorry.
Probably.
I mean, it's fine if you don't want to admit it, but that's not even just a gay marriage, a polygamous gay marriage. Like, well, Joe came to me and said, "Can we invite him in?" I was like, "All right."
Yeah.
Like,
do I still get the same amount of meth?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gay, but we could try it with two guys. Yeah. I thought I was gay. I thought I was gay. Then the second guy came in.
He's bisexual, probably, because Travis was banging all the broads.
Yeah, the third guy loved him. He cried at the end.
No, I know. I felt bad. The only part, I will tell you this: Joe Exotic was, a shady fucking kind of dirtbag dude. The only time the light shined is when he talked about the two gorillas that he raised and then gave them to some kind of rescue or someplace.
Oh, when he felt bad about that?
And he goes, they've always been like in cages next to one another. And then I seen them, the very first thing they did was run and hug each other. And he's like, I kind of like that I denied them of that their whole lives. He's like, and I'm wrong for that. Like that little moment, I was like, yes, there's the human being.
Yeah.
And I was talking to somebody else. He probably loved animals, but I got caught up.
Yeah, it's I was shocked that the credits at the end were most tigers are in America.
I know. The place that
there's only 4,000.
I know,
like outside of captivity. That's crazy.
It's insane.
That's kind of sad. I don't know. The documentary made me sad at some points with like the cage. You could just tell those animals just were not want to be there. Then you hear about the euthanizations and I was never a fan of the circus or the zoo or when people do shit like that with animals.
Yeah,
it always gave me like a ugh.
Yeah, it's like I'm not impressed that you made it 2 cats, had this little baby cat since he's an infant, doesn't know how to be wild, doesn't even know he's supposed to be wild. You're all up on him and he's all cuddly with you. Why don't you go grab one from go out there in the wild and go cuddly with a regular tiger?
Yeah, or just fucking I was just amazed at how many people are into that.
I know.
Like how many. And like people paid tons of money.
Yeah. Not as much as I thought, though. Did you ever see?
I thought it was really expensive when he was talking about it.
No, because he was selling cubs. It was like $2,000 a piece or something like that.
No, to get into the park and stuff, that was an expensive ticket. It was like a couple $100 a person.
Oh, right.
Like if I was on vacation, like you want to go look at tigers for like $300 a person, I'd be like, no.
So did I send you the link to Nate Bargatze's joke about tigers?
I think so. I think I've seen that.
Where he's like, I was shocked. I was watching a special on 60 Minutes, and I was just shocked to see how easy it was to buy a tiger. He's like, first of all, I didn't know you can get a tiger, but he's like, it's not like a whole day thing. I could be out and back in the same day with my tiger. And he's like, and they say don't get rid of guns. He's like, I agree. We don't need guns, but I'm afraid that we get rid of guns. Those are the kind of people who will buy tigers. And then he's like, they're gonna buy tigers, and you're like, you know what? We decided we're gonna take tigers. So I can give you your guns. And he'd be like, nah, I'm good. He's like, my gun missed all the time. My tiger never misses. like even if it does miss, you're like, aha, he missed, motherfucker. He's like, not really. He's right behind you. He got you now.
That was good. What?
I was gonna get off Tiger.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm done with Tiger. I'm done with it.
I have never seen an episode. I don't know if you have Ozark. Have you ever seen it?
I saw the whole first season, and I loved it. And for whatever reason, timing, we just were never able to get through this. We never started the second season.
They're in the third season now, right?
Yeah, they just came out like yesterday or the day before.
Okay. So I'm going to invest some time.
Yeah, I mean, we have it.
Huh? Yeah.
Plenty of time.
But I was just listening to some, Spike that calls into Michael K. show. Spike?
Yeah.
Just called into Cartman, and he said, he's like, you got to watch Ozark. And he's like, Cartman's like, is it better than Breaking Bad? And he said, yes. Do you feel that? I mean, you saw.
I mean, I only saw season 1. I didn't. It was Breaking Bad-ish.
Okay.
But it didn't have the charm of Breaking Bad. I mean, it's just, you know what it is? It's a very similar type of plot type thing.
Okay.
It was like a Breaking Bad type thing, but it's just, the storytelling is just way different.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you didn't because like Breaking Bad, great cliffhangered endings, borders on hokey, but it was fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not, it doesn't seem hokey like that.
Okay.
It seems more like it could happen, I guess you can say.
Right.
I mean, within reason, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm gonna start watching that.
Nice. Yeah, I should start watching season 2. I have, what's weird, man? I got all this free time, but like, I can't just burn through TV shows. Like, I don't know. My mind's not there. I don't know.
Mine either.
Like, today, I felt good. I just was like, do something that like you've not had time to do. So like, I've been putting out this vlog whenever I have an idea. So I have 4 out. I put the 4th one out today. Because the guy from Pet Age Magazine's like, I can't wait for the next one. A few people are like, when's the next one? And I said, listen, I'm just only putting something out when I have something to say. I'm not just going to be constantly vlogging, So then I was like, you know what? I have this episode that I shot, and I was like, I want to just learn color correcting a lot better. So I bought this program, and I was doing this online course today about color correction.
Okay.
I treated it like a day at school today. I literally just watched this, and everything they were teaching me, I was doing to my project.
Okay.
And I felt so productive.
Right.
So mentally, like, I did, like, I feel like I earned sitting down and flopping on the TV. Like, I don't want to become such a vegetable. Like, because I'm really mentally, I feel like I've been home for 2 weeks now, and I just feel fatigued right now.
Right.
Like, mentally. And I'm like, I can't even, like, focus on a TV show. Like,
I watched that Tiger thing, and that's the only thing I got in like that. Like, I also rewatched the last season of episodes because I never watched the last 4 episodes of episodes.
That was a great show.
Yeah, and I forgot that I never finished it. I'm like, you know what? Let me finish that. So I did that. Other than I've not watched any television. I work 5 days a week. I leave my house at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't get home until 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
So I come home, make something to eat. Then my daughter wants to play either cards or Monopoly. So we've been doing that every night.
Yeah, we've been thinking about Monopoly, but it hasn't happened.
Yeah, we played a lot. We played it like 6 different times already.
Yeah.
In the past, like 4 days. My son loves it. And then me and my daughter will play by ourselves. We'll play a game. Takes a long time. So we're not cheating like little kids anymore.
Now you're not cheating as adults.
You know what I mean? Like, I got 50. Like, it's my daughter complains, but I try to let her. I'm like ease. I'm like, all right, how much the rent? $36. Just give me $30. All right, just give me $30. Stop complaining that you land on everything. But so I've been doing that. I haven't come upstairs to my room and television until like midnight every night.
Ah, that's good.
So I'm not, you know what I mean? So I'm not sitting in my room just all day watching television. I'm just not doing it. But I'm not as productive, as I want to be. And I don't relate to everybody being stuck in. Like I can only imagine the only thing I can relate to is not doing comedy and missing that.
Yeah, I miss having a routine. I had a routine set. I just had
Right.
it was like I do all this work during the week, then I do shows on the weekend. I don't know what day it is anymore. I don't know what's coming up. I have nothing. It's like there's nothing to look forward to.
So I can't relate to that. Saturday and Sunday, I stayed home. I got home Friday afternoon, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night, and I didn't go back out until Sunday, 11 o'clock last night. I went out to grocery shop.
Oh, okay.
So that was as much as 48 hours, 55 hours of non-human outside contact. That's all I had. I'm out every day, seeing people. I mean,
yeah, I'm not. I'm stuck at home because of her condition. I can't go anywhere.
Yeah. She doesn't go out, right?
Dude, she hasn't. I don't even think she went to the front porch. I think she went to the front porch once.
Right.
It's like just in the house. We get all our deliveries from everywhere.
When you bring the dog home, you wash him up. I mean, like clean his paws and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I do that anyway, even before.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't let anybody touch it. No, I don't come near anybody out there. The moment I see anybody near him,
right,
or I call him over to me, or I avoid people like the plague.
Right.
Not to, no pun intended.
No, yeah.
It's just get away from me. But there's not a lot of people out there. I mean, the weather's been shitty the past few days, but literally it's dead zone out there.
Well, everywhere I deliver, the amount of people walking around and hanging outside, it's insane. It's like you're just not getting it.
They're not getting it, man. They're not. It's because it's I don't know. It won't affect me, people.
Or it's not even that. It's like I think this is fine. This isn't that bad. It's like even some of it didn't sink into my head until probably last week. I was like, you know what, man? So now I really was lackadaisical on running to people's houses and dropping stuff off. I really wasn't.
Yeah.
Paying attention to what I wasn't seeing anybody, but I wasn't really conscious of what I was perhaps bringing from Acme to these people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wasn't conscious of that. So starting last Monday, I started wearing gloves. I have wipes. I have my mask. I have sanitizer, and I wipe down their bags before I bring them to their door.
Do you have one mask you keep reusing, or do you have multiple masks?
One mask I've used for 46 days. Yeah, multiple masks.
Okay.
But I keep the mask on when I'm driving. If I have medication in my car, bags, I keep it on until everything's out of my car. Just so if I'm breathing, I don't want anything to come out of my mouth.
Right.
But I clean the bags off. I have gloves on. I clean the bags off. I bring it to them. I clean my steering wheel probably every hour. I clean my steering wheel and the door and the knobs and everything.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just more conscious of the people I'm delivering to. You know what I mean? I don't want to get it because I think if I get it, I'm going to die. But I don't want to give anything to people who are already sick because that's what we're doing. We're delivering medication to people who are sick.
Yeah.
These people, I don't know what this medication is. Could be cancer medication. Could be, whatever. Fucking leukemia. It could be anything. These people can have anything. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know. People, the delivery people are brave, man. They're actually striking in some places.
Really?
Instacart's going to strike if they don't get more protections.
Right.
And more money. Amazon's striking. They're all.
Well, I asked about my money situation. He's like, "We're going to take care of you. Don't worry about it." I've just been thinking I want to protect them, but I really don't have any contact with people. I'm in my car. I run out. I ring a bell. Leave it on the porch. Bye-bye now. Now, people who want to tip me, which not a lot, but when they do, they put a little envelope, tape it.
Yeah.
And I'll just take the envelope and leave the bag on the porch and just leave.
Yeah.
So there's been no interaction. I haven't touched anybody. You know what I mean? I had originally had 54 deliveries today.
Jesus. 54.
54.
Wow. That's
So
probably what was your typical before this?
One a day.
Wow.
Yeah. One. So before this all happened, I had Fort Lee, West New York, Saddlebrook, and Weehawken. There was like 4 Acmes, right?
Yeah.
Monday, maybe I have 2 from Fort Lee. And that's it. Tuesday, I would have 1 from West New York. That was it. Wednesday, I would have 1 from Fort Lee, 1 from West New York. Thursday, I would have 2 from Saddlebrook. That's, you know what I mean? Like, that's what my typical day was.
Yeah.
Right? You go out, I'm home in 45 minutes. $50 bill in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Now, today, I had to go to Randolph, 29 deliveries just for Randolph.
Jeez.
Yeah. 10 deliveries from Mawa. So then, so like Friday I had just at 39 deliveries. Today I had 50 something, but they took like 8 off my plate and brought me down to like 42. But still, it was 5 pharmacies.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Just crazy because Acme told all their patients do not come to the store to pick up.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
You know what I mean? So their deliveries are boom.
Dude, know who I saw in the news? That dude from the bouncer from Gotham Comedy Club.
James.
Yeah.
I know he was sick. Is he
was
okay?
on
Is he better?
he was on NBC News. He took that malaria drug. And
Okay.
It was kind of working for him, so they just were talking to him about that.
Oh,
So I remember
nice.
hearing he was he had it. Somebody
Yeah, me
posted it, and then I'm just laying on the couch. I'm like, holy shit! And he's like in his hospital room. He's like, he said he felt like he was gonna die, but he's feeling much better since taking that drug.
Oh, wow.
Because I guess they're only giving that drug to people that are like
On the
desperate.
edge.
So he must have been really, really bad to get that.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's good to see that he's.
Well, I know
sitting up.
somebody was responding for him on Facebook.
And Jeff Gurian's got it.
I saw that too.
My God. And then apparently, according to on the Joe Rogan podcast, that comic Michael Yo, he did Gotham Comedy Club. And then when he came home from that, he had it, was really sick. He said he thought he was going to die. He had like almost double pneumonia.
It's funny. I just saw the video of him talking on Instagram, but I just didn't have time to watch it.
Yeah, he had it really bad.
Oh, wow.
Right after he came from New York.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking, we were talking. I'm like, because it's just the topic on a lot of podcasts. You know what I mean? It's like that's what everyone's talking about. I mean, every news thing, and it's like you almost get sick of talking about it. But then when you think about your career and stuff, like, just the direness. Like some clubs are thinking they won't even come back till September.
Right.
And then you're thinking, some clubs are thinking, even if we come back, will people come back? And then, and then they're like, oh, the young people will come back for sure. But then I'm like, our wheelhouse, these fundraisers are like older people.
100%.
You know? I don't know, man. It's scary, man. I'm thinking, I wouldn't doubt if I don't hit the stage until September, October.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think I'll be doing comedy till the fall. And it dawned on me. I'm like, because at first you're like, maybe in the summertime I'll be able to get up. Then what the White House today said, they project 200,000 deaths in America.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So when the White House says it, you're like, they believe it.
Right.
You know? That's scary, man. I even hated to bring it up. It's so weird. It's like, let me do a podcast without talking about coronavirus, and then you're like,
yeah, how do you do that?
It's the everything.
Yeah,
but I'm trying to take this as a time to I'm trying to find the positive in it. It's giving me a break to do things, learn things. Right. I messaged this guy I know who writes plays and books and shit. This guy Alex, and I was like, I always wanted to write a 1-act play, but I never did it. And right before all this, I was looking for an adult class on playwriting, so he's gonna kind of help me do it. So I'm gonna I figure, I want to write, I want to come out of coronavirus with, I'm already doing the vlog, and that's keeping my creative juices flowing.
Right.
With that, and it's silly, and I'm getting enough response where I don't mind to keep doing it. I got the podcast, but it's I want to come out with a project. This was what when I was isolated at home, I created this.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, everyone. A lot of people who are creative people are saying that. Like, take this time. Unfortunately, like I can say it for yourself, and for like you can say it for yourself. Like you're going to take this moment to try to get better in an area, maybe create something you've always wanted to create. But I was talking to my therapist yesterday. Like, there's people that they're not getting one penny from their job. There's no money coming in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No money.
Yeah.
Zilch, zero money. That once they're built, the thing they were doing closed, they were out of work, out of money, no money coming in, and no end in sight. It's hard. I get why.
And they're sending $1,200. What the fuck is that going to do?
Yeah, and I can get why people. It's like death. Like, it's like a loss. Like, this whole thing that's happening to us is like a loss. It's like a death. You have so many stages.
Yeah.
And there's people who are in denial. There's a few reasons. And I think one big reason is because they don't want it to be true, because they can't survive it if it is.
Nah, I know.
They can't financially survive this.
I know. I feel for them. I feel for like my brother and stuff. He's like in a business where he sells sporting goods to stores.
Right.
Hunting and fishing stuff. It's like nobody out there buying this stuff. You know what I mean?
No.
It's like, what's going to happen? It's like.
Right. There's people who didn't have a nest egg or like $20,000 in the bank that they can fucking.
Most
live
people
off.
don't have that.
Yeah, I'm saying, but then you get like these people who are like loaded and they're like, I'm just trying to take this time to, spend with my family. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure it's.
Well, no, you say that they do that because like even people that don't, yeah, they're worried, but it's like that's all you could do.
100%. But it's harder for the people who have no income. They're not going to be able to eat next month.
Yeah.
There's no food. There's no food shopping and stocking up for them because they don't have any money left. You know what I mean? What do they do? That's why they're so like in denial and complain. And they're the ones who are not all of them, because a lot of them, the people, they're not deniers, are just fucking morons. But some of the deniers who are posting, which is just like the flu. Why do we, people die of the flu every day? And like, why are we not, those people? Some of those people are just confused on why they're no longer being able to go to work anymore for something that they don't understand.
Yeah. I have friends that are landlords. That's like their income. And now their states are like, oh, you don't have to pay rent no more. He's like, whoa, what do you mean?
Right.
That's my income.
Right. I mean, and it's unfortunate. We're all taking a hit somewhere, so it's just the way it is. But it's got to be.
But it's like you telling a guy he doesn't have to pay rent so he can buy groceries. But then the guy who's paying rent to can't buy groceries because the guy's taking the check and not paying rent with it. It's like.
Right. But what else do you do? I mean, what do you do? Everyone's going to take a hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just more bleak for some people. It is, man. It's just so I understand why people are not all complying with this and not all getting it.
Right. I
do understand. Then there's the scumbags who have it politicized, who think it's a fucking scam, who think it's, not a hoax, but
blown out of proportion.
Yeah, because they want to take Trump out. Like, there's those people. There's those people who are going to shove weird numbers in your face that they have no idea where they got them from.
I tell you who I am sick of the media, man, because I was expecting them to be a little bit better during this, but they just show what garbage they really are.
Yeah.
With just trying to put fear out there. And don't get me wrong, this is a fearful thing. But it's like before I get a notification on my phone, COVID-19 could be airborne, right? So you click on it, you read it, and there's a study in a Nebraska university where there's a possibility, but if you got to get 3/4 down the article before it says this does not necessarily mean that it is airborne. It possibly could be. And you're like, you guys are pieces of garbage.
Right.
You guys are. This is not time for clickbait fear fucking shit, man. We need real news. What's happening? Not what could happen. Not this study saying maybe. I don't.
That's
nobody needs maybes now.
I don't put on any news. Only time I listen to the news is when a governor or Fauci or some fucking doctor or nurses are talking.
Yeah.
Then I listen.
Yeah.
then I listen. When any news reporter has a thing with a chart that he wants to, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Anytime, anytime the leader of this country speaks, I'm like, I'm good. I don't want to hear you. I'm just going to go with the pros who know way more than all of those people combined.
Well, I'll recommend a good station on Sirius. It's a channel called The Doctors.
Okay.
And that's all it is. And it's just like people, just smart motherfuckers just giving you the real deal. And it's no panic news.
Yeah, right.
It's just, they're just discussing everything in like a nice, calm, nice fashion. And you're not, it doesn't freak you out. And they make it for dummies like us.
That's what we need. I need
small words, medium-sized words. You know,
I'll go big every
once in a while. You want them to throw out a big word just so you know you're listening to doctors.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I want to crop a lot.
Yeah, every once in a while you want a chloroquine. You know what I mean?
Like a quin.
Yeah.
Cyphalopaline.
You know, if we mix chloroquine with bisoprotrin, you're like, now you're talking, doc. Give me my.
They did stuff.
This guy. He read books and shit.
This guy knows stuff, you.
If I'm sick, I want you on my team, Steve. Or Dr. Steve, Weird Medicine. I like him too because he's good because he's got a great show, Weird Medicine on Sirius, where it's just typically people calling in with like fucked up shit, like, "Hey, I got this purple thing growing under my elbow."
And he knows what it is.
Well, he tries to. It's just weird.
Weird
medicine. But he's talking about this obviously a lot too because of he's a good follow on Twitter too.
Okay,
Dr. Steve. But he's like, people calling in like, does it stick to boxes? And and he's like saying how he's like he doesn't believe it would live that long, and he's like when they say something lives on a box for an hour. He goes, it's not at 100% potency for the whole hour. Then at the end of the hour, it's gone. It loses potency. But he goes, but I don't even think that. He goes, that being said, I wipe down every box before it comes to my house now because there's just not enough data on anything now for anybody to say anything definitively.
Right.
It's just not around long enough.
Right.
I wish I could be in my neighbors. Like, I wish I could know what my neighbors are thinking when we're outside wiping all our boxes down.
Right.
Not that we care. We have no shame in it, but we seem to be the only one sterilizing packages.
There's some people like my sister. I went to Walmart. She went to Walmart, and she got like food, like snacks and food. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, you really shouldn't be out. It's like, no, for necessities. I'm like, you went out for snacks and we're walking around. She's like, yeah, I hung out for a little while. I'm like, yeah, that's unnecessary. It's like only like a half hour. I'm like, what do you think? The fucking virus is like, all right, I'm giving her a half hour. After that half hour, I'm infecting her.
Yeah, that's like I was like my whole thing with the dumb like when New York really dropped the ball. They're shitting on New York a lot now for like the CDC was even saying like in February the CDC was saying you really shouldn't have people in rooms of more than 50.
Right.
And people were like, ah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like my whole thing is coronavirus. No, they're like they pull up to like there's only 49 people. Next show. Man, these people they're combating us. We got to go to another city. They throw parties with 49 and under.
They get it.
What's a virus to do?
How do you find a fifth? Where are my 50s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many unanswered questions. I mean, I don't know.
Did you see the dummies in New York? The military hospital ship was coming in, so they all people just swarmed to take pictures of it. It was like they just stopped social distancing to see it coming to port. Just droves of New Yorkers just fucking taking pictures of the ship. It's like
it was so. I'm glad that finally the White House press conference. Someone must have got their ear right. So I saw one picture of it where everyone was kind of standing away from one another. But for the most part, for like the first 2 weeks, they were just all bunched up together around the microphone. Like, you just got to social distance. Like, why don't you do it first?
Yeah. Or that lady, that one politician that was reading from her paper, like, you really shouldn't touch your face after your fingers to your face, and she licks her paper and then.
Yeah. It's a habit.
I know, man.
Right?
Well, that's why I posted that picture of us touching our face the last
Unreal.
podcast. It was like we're both like in between every subject matter, like
I know.
just fucking jabbing fucking
I kept
COVID-19 in
my
my
eyes. I'm like, ah.
I feel like once I start, like I just did it now. Like now that I'm rubbing my face, now it's gonna itch the rest of the podcast. Now, my face is on panic mode. It's like itch me. My face wants. Maybe that's your body's way of.
Joe.
What?
Your face isn't telling itch me. It's saying scratch me. What are you, fucking a 7-year-old?
What?
That's what a 7-year-old says when they have an itch. Oh, I gotta itch this. It's scratched.
Oh.
Itch me. Like a fucking child.
Maybe it's just your body's way of taking you out. It's like, listen, man, we've tried so many times to get you out, and now when there's a virus around, just make all right, itchy eye.
What we had with the cholesterol, he gets a statin.
Yeah, he gets a statin. We got him through drug addiction. We just can't get this guy where we need him to be. Humans are supposed to live for 40 years. Now we're all like, eh.
Did you hear about Rothenberg? You know, Dave Rothenberg?
What happened?
Was it Humpty, Campty, and Rothenberg?
Yeah.
His father died of coronavirus on Friday.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, my God.
His father died, and because of the laws, only 5 people can go to his funeral. And only Dave Rothenberg's mom was allowed to be at the casket.
That is awful, man.
How fucking awful is that?
I know my sister-in-law's mother just went to the hospital last night. She fell down. The ambulance had to come get her. She doesn't have coronavirus, but now she's in a hospital, and that ain't good.
Oh, yeah, right.
And my sister-in-law couldn't even go in with her, you know?
That's the thing. Like, that's what Michael K. was saying today. Is like people are dying, and they're dying alone because nobody can go in to see them.
It's brutal, man. It's fucking brutal, but I want people just to do the right thing, man.
Well, listen, I'm not doing all the research. So I got into some, not really.
Wait, you're not doing the research? Then we're ending this podcast.
I know.
I thought you were our coronavirus expert.
Do
you see the sign here? Quarantine.
Yeah, I see it. I'm busy. I'm an essential worker. I don't know if you know that.
I know you're delivering meds.
Yeah. But what is that? What was I saying? What were we just saying? Oh, how people, like, I got into a little thing. Not really, because I say what I want, and then I don't give a fuck about anything else you're yapping about. Some girl some woman shared about, please stay in. You don't know what you're doing. And then some moron in the program came on. He was like, the flu kills this, the whole thing, the flu and the thing. And I was like, why don't you just listen to the professionals? It blows my mind when clueless fucking humans swear that they're smarter than the doctors and scientists. I don't get. These are people who that's all they do is this. But you know better because you Googled flu? Like, so baseball shut down. All these big corporations shut down before all the towns and states were like, hey, we need to ban. They were shutting down already.
Yeah.
It's major corporations losing billions of dollars, and all they really had to do is Google flu, and they would have been able to figure it out. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you dummies? So my question is, because I don't know, why is this so much worse than the average flu? Other than the average flu, you can get a vaccine. You can get vaccinated every year, and some people still don't. I've never been vaccinated for the flu. You ever had a flu shot?
Yeah, I've had them.
I've never had one. I've never had the flu. I've never had a flu shot, and I know 26 million people die every year.
It's more contagious than the flu.
So this is more contagious. That's one of the things.
Yeah.
The worst.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought. So my thing is, I don't know anybody that ever died from the flu.
Well, the flu doesn't get over. Put it this way: when was the last time the flu overran hospitals during a flu season?
Right, but
it doesn't happen.
Average year is 29 million. What's up with? That's what they're saying. 29 million or whatever the number is.
But the thing is, We might have a problem with the stream, but we're going to keep going to the recording, so I don't know what the problem is.
Okay.
Gave me an error, so we may not be live anymore. I can't tell.
Well, I mean, I see you right now, but...
Okay. It's coming back. Anyway, but the thing is, there's so many people infected now with really bad. Not everyone. Yeah, people. 29 million die from the flu, but most people with the flu stay home and don't die.
Right.
They don't overrun hospitals.
Right.
They can't breathe and need to be on respirators.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it is different. Look at the numbers. It's like people are so dumb. This isn't like a fucking creation. These hospitals, they're building tents, bro. They're turning Jacob Javits into a hospital, bro. It's
but is it because everyone is just running because they feel a little sick, or is it because everyone legitimately needs to be at the hospital?
Well, no, but you don't get into the hospital unless you're legitimately sick.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just because you have coronavirus doesn't mean you're even getting a hospital bed.
So I was taking my son to his outpatient program today, and when I was driving into the Old Bergen Regional, that's where he goes, they have a testing center set up now, right?
Uh-huh.
So there's a cop, and you have to have a ticket to get in.
Yeah, I believe it.
Like a coronavirus.
They got the home
ticket.
kits they're pushing out this week.
What, home testing?
Yeah, you swab your nose, put it in a bag, and send it off. And you find out if you have corona and what country your grandparents are from.
And if you're related to Genghis Khan.
Be like, I have coronavirus and I'm adopted. This blows. 2020 sucks.
I'm a third Portuguese? Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can order them, or your doctor send them to you?
I just saw it on the news that they're pushing them out this week. I don't know
who gets them.
I just know that they've ramped up production and they're going to be available, I think, coming this week.
I thought they also said they were
what?
I thought they almost said they have ones that could be like read in 15 minutes.
I don't know about those. I know the ones I saw, what they want you to do, because apparently when a nurse swabs you,
right,
even at they have to change all their stuff after one swab. That's why they're running out of shit.
Oh, really?
So they have to change their whole suit after one check.
Oh, wow.
So this will help with that. So you check yourself, then you just hand off the bag or send it. I don't know how it's. I don't want to be that mailman that's gotta go along that whole street. Be like, oh my god, I got a truck full of home kits. That is crazy.
You're just kicking the boxes, not even picking them up anymore.
Driving with a nuclear bomb of death. Just that little white mailman van. Just.
You touched your nose like 17 times.
Because you got to figure that every bag you take is a sick person with something, even if it's not corona.
Absolutely.
Be like, oh, okay. I'm like, if you're on a block with 50 houses, you're like, I'm getting something.
Yeah.
I'm catching something. Yeah, fuck that, man.
Well, maybe the kids have delivery people come pick it up.
Yeah, maybe they're gonna set up like little mailboxes. You drive up, drop them in.
Or you put it right in front of your house. Here's my fucking corona kits in that bag, and then a guy comes, grabs it, and throws it into a sealed box.
Hopefully they can just make sort of like a pregnancy test when we just bring it, we pee on it, and be like, don't got it.
Don't got it. That's what the test says on it. Don't got it.
Don't. No Corona. It's cheap. I can't even spell the whole thing out. Corona or no Corona?
Yeah, not Corona. Corona.
Couldn't afford the extra A? We're in wartime. Every penny counts. Come on, guys. Come on. It's, but no, it's yeah, the flu is bad. What was it like? Dr. Steve said he's like, this should show everyone that you should get a flu shot too, moving forward.
Yeah, I guess.
I've gotten the flu, I think, probably like 4 times in my life. It sucks.
Gotten the flu?
Oh yeah, it sucks.
I've never had it.
Here's the good part
me-
of the flu is because you're just puking and fucking shitting and just high temperature. You feel like you're gonna die. And the good thing is you lose about 5 to 8 pounds.
So flu makes I've had a stomach virus, a 24
No,
hour.
you'll know, dude. When you have the flu, I've had bad colds, but the flu like destroys you. Like
So I've never had
like hot and cold. You're achy. You've like it's like you just know it's like brutal. But like when you're done with a flu, you've never felt better. And you don't even remember life before that.
Right.
Like that first day you feel good, you're like, I've never felt this good in my life. Like you realize how on death's door you were.
Yeah, I've never had it. When I was younger, maybe I had it when I was real young, like in my teens.
Yeah.
But I've never had it as an adult. What I do struggle with twice a year is really bad, severe sinus infections that will lay me out for a week. Now, my body's not hurting, and I usually don't have a temperature.
Well, there's also levels to. There's different flus. You have mild flus. I've had worse ones, and just like there's mild cases of coronavirus. There's people that get it, and it's just like a regular cold.
Yeah, I just know that I've never. Let's just say I've never been diagnosed with the flu.
Well, you may have had it, not been diagnosed with it.
Right. But I never thought about getting a vaccine, getting vaccinated for it. Never thought about it. Just never thought about it.
At what point do you think people, like, once they give the all clear, like, all right, you guys, what, like, how long do you think from that day, like, that's D-Day, like, all right, everybody, business as usual, carry on.
I'm going to be honest with you. I know that it's hard to feel right now. It's like, I'll give you the example. The day your dad passed away.
Yeah.
And at that moment, if I said, so, Joe, when do you think you're going to be okay with this? You would have been like, never in my entire life will I be okay with my dad. And you're not okay with it. Of course, you're not okay with it. And you miss him.
Right.
But that feeling that remember that feeling you felt?
Yeah.
That's gone. You're able to function like you did before that happened.
Yeah.
And that's, I believe, what will happen once the all is clear. I think people are going to be cautious and scared and like, what the fuck are we doing? But eventually, when it's like when the traffic around you starts moving, you're like, oh, I better get back in line in the traffic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
The world's not waiting for you to fucking be okay with it.
Yeah, no, I'm just curious at, like, how long it'll take people to like even like attempt to go in like group settings. And because the thing is now it's like we're all home only 2 weeks,
right?
And whatever, a couple thousand people have died. Like if we're talking towards the end, couple 100,000 people died. Everyone kind of knows someone that died. It's like a horrifically sad, worst thing that happened in this country since 1918.
Right.
It's like, I think it's going to take 3 months after the initial go ahead for things to be like even close to people going to restaurants.
It depends on if you get a Dr. Fauci and some really smart people at a podium going, listen, believe us, we have a vaccination.
Yeah.
People aren't dying anymore from this. We're past it. Don't you think? All right, well, if I'm going to be...
Oh, with a vaccine, it's different. Once we have the vaccine, which could be 18 months from now.
Yeah. Normally, when you have 50 doctors working on it, maybe it takes 18 months.
Yeah.
When you have 10,000 doctors working on it, and every dime...
Well, it doesn't have to... What Dr. Fauci talked about doesn't have to do with the doctors doing it. It has to do with the trials.
Right.
Because there's a certain amount of time to know the things are not going to kill people when you inject them with it.
Right.
Like you said, you know what I mean? Because he was explaining it.
What happened to the screen, bro?
What happened to the screen?
Like you got a dark edge of the top of your screen, like you blocked the top of your camera.
Oh, how about now? Good?
Better.
Yeah, no, because my webcam, you're looking at me through my computer's one, but I have another webcam that's broadcasting.
Oh,
so
okay.
That was kind of covering it, but I forget which doctor said it. Was it Dr. Steve or Dr. Fauci? But they said the problem is like when they give a vaccine, say like I get it, and they give me, say I'm part of the trial,
right,
and I get it, because I have coronavirus, I have a good immune system. They don't know if my immune system killed it or the virus or the vaccine.
Or the vaccine.
So it just takes a long time putting it through different type. That's what the 18 months comes from.
Right.
Not so much because there's doctors. Johnson & Johnson says they have something they're already going to put into trials.
Okay.
And they're going to start producing it before the trials are even done. That way, if it does work, they'll be ready. But I think everyone's put it this way. There's all these pharmaceutical companies are racing to have the vaccine. Right. And just hoping one of them works and they're ready for everyone to buy it, or hopefully it won't be too much money.
Yeah.
But man, crime is. I keep getting fucking things about fucking places getting robbed and shit. I get like this breaking news app on my phone. It's like criminals are out there like crazy now because they know the cops are. They have like a different protocol now.
They're all tied up and everything else.
They are.
I know.
They are.
And they don't really want to interact with people either.
No. I think. Oh, was it like? I was thinking about it. There was the other day, like you heard, like nurses are like calling out and not wanting to do, and then there's people on TV, like politicians saying, "Hey, this is what you signed up for," and it's like, and I remember like the first day, I'm like, "Yeah, it's what you signed up for." Then like the second day, I'm like, "Is it though? Did they sign up to be working during a contagious virus that's killing people?"
Right.
No, they signed up to help sick people.
Correct.
You know what I mean? They didn't. Nobody signed up for this.
To tie a diaper around their face because you ran out of masks.
Yeah, or to be involved at all in this whole thing that you all fucked up.
Right.
Like there was one nurse she left her job. She's like, they just weren't giving me the proper stuff to keep myself safe, so I quit. I was like, good.
Yeah. It's tough. Did you watch that hour concert last night? Any of it?
The what?
The concert last night that was on TV?
I didn't know there was a concert on TV.
Well, then that answers my question if you watched it or not.
Was it good? Who was in it?
It was
Weird Al Yankovic?
Yes.
1
hour of him.
That would have been great.
It was Elton John hosted it from his house.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
And then it's just like people
Alicia Keys and stuff, right?
Who?
Alicia Keys
Keys opened it, kicked ass. She's awesome.
I just love her.
She's beautiful.
She's like
beautiful.
Like when she's on TV singing, I'm just like looking around and people are like, are you seeing this too? Is she making you feel the way it's making me feel? Like she's so pretty and nice.
So she's like an angel.
Oh, when she's playing the piano and
she's like into it, sexy.
She has no idea, but I'd be a great friend.
You just put it out there.
I just put it out there, Alicia. I mean, if you're just looking for a little guy to hang out with.
Yeah. Run around with you, get dogs.
Yeah, whenever you're done with Swizz Beats. You can give me a nickname, too.
Jizz Beats.
That's kind of gross. I'd like a better nickname than that. What could be my rapper nickname if I was to marry Alicia Keys?
Let's see. Don't make it. You got to make it. Let's see.
Well, his has nothing to do with him. Swizz Beats. Beats because he makes beats. So what do?
Is that why?
I make laughs.
Yeah, jokes.
So.
Joey Jokes?
No, it can't be my name. He's got Swizz. His parents didn't name him Swizz.
You don't know.
I put money on
it. Jizz Jokes?
Jizz Jokes. I'm not trying to start OnlyFans. Follow me on OnlyFans at Jizz Jokes. First I jizz, then we joke.
And then we talk about the jizz.
It's a big circle fun.
I got no followers on my OnlyFans.
Yeah. I got one. Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So Alicia Keys opened it, and then it was the Backstreet Boys from their houses.
From all their houses, or were they together?
From all their houses. No, they Skyped it in, like whatever that fucking thing is. They did.
Okay. Oh yeah, no. What? Jimmy Fallon did that the other day with the Roots. They did Stuck in the Middle with you.
Oh really?
Fucking awesome,
cool, right?
dude.
Oh, what's his name was on? Dave Grohl.
I love Dave Grohl.
He's saying, what's that, Hero?
Oh,
that
okay.
Song. Then the dude, Joe, was it? I can't think of his name from Green Day.
Billy Joe Armstrong.
Yeah, he sang Boulevard of Broken Dreams from his house.
Guess who wasn't going to sing Tommy Your Life?
Yeah, no. then some country dude sang. I don't know his name.
No, some country dude.
Tim McGraw.
Okay.
Which was kind of suck because he's like on like his clothes, like his pool was there, but like the diving board had like a cover on the diving board, so you wouldn't somebody sitting on that with the pool behind him, which is beautiful. Just like really not. I don't want to see your fucking lavish landscape right now while I'm sitting here thinking, where the fuck am I gonna get my next meal from? Can you turn around and put it like in your shed? But they're all calling their dogs over. All of them are singing and trying to get their dogs involved.
Did you see that douche chilling video they put out with the fucking all the celebrities like singing Imagine? Oh.
Yeah, it was douche chilling because they were not good. But some of those celebrities I really like. I don't know if they just thought, we'll just sing this and it'll make people feel good. I don't know what.
What was weird about that when the thing was on for like this concert you're talking about. It's been going on for a while now. Everyone's feeling bad. It's a nice uplifting moment. That one came out like 2 days in. Like we didn't even know if we were hanging out this weekend. And they're like, let's do Imagine. It's like, what?
Yeah.
We weren't ready for that.
No, we weren't. We're still not ready for it. It's really not that good. But I like if Kristen Wiig was in it. It's like anything she does makes me laugh. But this concert was only an hour. It was to raise money for food banks.
That's good.
And I think maybe doctors and nurses, like maybe nurses or I don't know. There was another group that was. Sorry, I don't have the full story for you guys, but it was food banks and something else.
Yeah. I was going to send my mother something because she's stuck home alone. I feel so bad for her.
What are you going to send her?
My Omaha Steaks came with this coupon to send someone like a gift box.
Okay,
and
nice.
Her birthday was on the 25th of March. I usually take her out.
Okay.
But this box comes with 2 filet mignons, 2 sirloins, 3 Polynesian pork chops, 4 gourmet franks, 4 caramel apple tartlets, and 3 bottles of wine.
I could listen to you read a menu all day. That's what you should do. That you just have like a half-hour special if you're just reading menus.
What?
Just because you read them, so you read all the descriptive words, like you really get into it. If you ever go to a restaurant with Joe, like if it says like like if it's like the steak, it's always Joe's got to be like the succulent, savory steak given with crispy apple shit. Like all the descriptive words he includes. He just puts it all in there.
So I'll make sure I get it right.
Yeah. And when he orders it, that's how he orders it. Instead of just saying, I'll take that steak that's on set. No, he's like, I'll take the succulent, juicy steak with the creamy corn.
But isn't saying Polynesian pork chop so much better than pork chop?
Absolutely. But that's what I'm saying. I can listen to you read a menu all day because when you read it, it's exactly how you give the order as well. It's not just reading it.
Yeah, I just think that'd be nice for my mom to get in the mail in a few weeks.
It would be.
She gets some food and wine. Like, that's beautiful.
Oh, nice.
You know?
Yeah, because you're not going over there either. So, like,
can't go anywhere, dude. I was going to do, my niece is going to have a drive-by birthday party. I was going to drive by her house next week and wave at her. That's
nice.
But I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
What do you feel? It'll make you sad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one?
Taylor.
How old? Oh, she's like 7, right?
Yeah, I sent her a gift in I got her a gift on Amazon. Sent it to the house, gift wrapped from Amazon.
Okay.
My sister-in-law sent me a picture. They did a good job. They put like this really fancy bag with a bow and shit, and
nice.
Fucking card and shit. It's like $5.
Yeah.
Nah,
like a birthday thing.
no, but I didn't think Amazon. I thought it was gonna be like brown wrapper.
Like not a lot of like heart to it.
Yeah, like a brown wrapper. Her name, my full name.
Like a wrapper that says
To
Amazon
Taylor
on it.
from Joseph A. Fernandes.
Like the wrapper is the Amazon paper with the smile.
Yeah, like the smile. like a black balloon on there, just printed on.
Yeah, Jay Fernandez.
Yeah.
Says, happy B-Day to you.
Yeah.
Not even our birthday. Happy B-Day.
Yeah, happy B-Day, sender, Joseph A. Fernandez. Recipient, Taylor. That's what I thought, but it was nice.
That's good.
Yeah. And I got my nephew's birthday coming up. It's so sad I just can't see them. It's weird. I don't see them a lot, but now that I can't see them.
Yeah.
It's like, but we do the Zoom every night. Not every night, but we were doing it every night for a while. Then now it's like every other day, but it's nice.
Well, that's good. I mean, see, that's the thing. Like that. That's the stuff I'm not experiencing because everybody's here. So I don't ever have to. Everyone lives here.
Yeah.
Number one, and number two, I'm out every day.
True.
You know what I mean? Seeing people having, waving. Like, people are very, happy that I'm bringing medication, and they need to see people, too. Some of these old people have nobody at their house.
Yeah.
So they see me through the door, give a wave.
Give them a little French kiss, Mike?
Yeah, I keep a mask on. They can't see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I give them a little tongue lash, and they don't know.
Come here, Margaret.
Yeah. I heard today I'm bringing it to the door, and somebody's got a ring. So I ring it, and I could see through the door. The husband's coming towards the door, and the woman's like, "Thank you so much. Just leave it there." I was like, "I was leaving it there anyhow." But I said, "Okay, no problem. Thank you." And I'm just walking away, and she has the speaker still on. I can hear her go, "Don't you open that door," to her husband. And he's like, "I'm not going to open it."
Oh, yeah. We were yelling. There was a guy delivering meds today. And he rings the doorbell. The dog's going off. I'm just going through and I'm like, put it in the mailbox. Put it in the mailbox.
Was it your medication for you guys?
Yeah.
Where do you guys get it from? The drugstore or the?
Yeah, Green Hill Pharmacy right up the street. I mean, a lot of my medications come from a Credo. It's like this. They just online.
Like a service.
But certain things, like Justin needed his Zyrtec.
Got it.
So we got him that, and but I wanted to do like a sketch about it's just so funny. I wrote a joke about it on Facebook the other night where it's just like, America, everybody stay home. Then it's like cut to someone. All right, we gotta stay home. I like to order a large plain pie. Blah blah blah. Right. So it's like everybody stay home, but pizza delivery guys. And then the pizza delivery guy comes up and it's like, all right, drop it on the curb, and it tips under a rock by the neighbor's house.
Yeah.
Just stay away from me.
But they want you also want to keep these people in business as much as you can.
Nah, I know, but it's like I feel like putting these young kids' lives on the line to
I know,
deliver a pizza because I don't want to be cooking tonight.
Come on. You know what I've been doing all day? Nothing.
Dude,
you think I'm going to start doing something now?
I cooked pancakes today, bro. I've been like Chef Joey, man.
Yeah.
Banging it out, bro.
You like a lot of nicknames for yourself. It's always a nickname for you.
I am. I do. I can't help it.
Because you're a child.
Yeah, but that's not really a nickname. Chef. It's Chef in my name.
I get it. I heard you say it.
Yeah, but
you're not a chef, though, so it would be a nickname.
No, currently I am of this house. In the world I live in now, I'm the chef. Until they let me outside to see other chefs, I'm currently the top. I won Chopped.
So you only go out to do the hike. Have you been anywhere else?
No. I either go to the local park to walk them around the path, or I was going to the trails, but they were getting packed with people, man. So I stopped going. I'm only going to go if it gets really cold or the weather's shitty.
Because they won't go out.
They won't go out. Dude, it was nuts, man. It was like, I thought there was like a school field trip. You're like, what the fuck?
Right. Yeah, there's some real stubborn fucks out there with this.
Which, like, my whole thing is, like, so, like, I'll go even to the local park. They had to, like, block off the playground because people are, like, not listening to not having their kids play on it. They're like, we're not wiping these things down. They had to take down basketball hoops. Like, people just...
Well, basketball's addicting.
I know. But people are, like my whole thing, it's like, you have, like, a family of 4 walking behind a family of 4, behind a family of 4, behind a family of 4. It's this is not working, guys. See, okay. Daddy take son on another road. Mommy take daughter on another road. You guys just stay away from people. Then we'll meet up at home later.
Right.
Like, what's the big deal? Like,
how about this? You haven't been in a supermarket. So Acme has, I don't know if all the other supermarkets, ShopRite doesn't do it, but Acme has arrows stuck on the ground. They made arrows. That one, this aisle is that way. This aisle is this way. This way people aren't
just running all over the place.
Yeah, bunching up in aisles. So keep this aisle going that way, keep that aisle going this way, and up and down. It's either opposite direction. But motherfuckers won't do it. No. And I am not a quiet person.
No.
So today I walked in and there was a guy. I'm walking down the aisle like I'm supposed to, and he's coming up. And I was like, we're not doing the fucking arrows. We're not fucking doing the arrows. And he looks down. I'm like, yeah, what do you think the arrows are for? What do you think that was for? To let you know that fucking beans are up this aisle? No. Every aisle has an arrow. Why do you think it's there?
Oh.
So I made a guy on Friday when I was coming out of the aisle. He came to go in. I was like, we're not doing that? And he's like, oh. And then he went to the next aisle. I'm like, yeah. I had to do it. I had to walk around and get candles. And I walk around a big loop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, did I want to go? I was there. I was right there. I could see the candles. But I go up another aisle and down the aisle because that's the way the thing is working.
I wish I could have seen that.
Why do people fucking fight it all? Why do you got to fight?
Dude, we haven't seen nothing yet, man. Wait till people are real. Like, it's only been 2 weeks, man. Wait. I don't even think people even can I can't even fathom the fact that I'm going to be like this for another 2 months.
I told my therapist that. I said what I feel is happening is like, all right, the first week and a half, you're like, I'm not home, I'm not working, fuck it, I'll relax, get a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now it's starting to set in, like, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Sitting, looking at you, the whole fuck, that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna get tight, man. People, like, even some guy
especially
called in,
your
like,
house, it's busy.
Yeah. But I was listening to some guy call in Michael K show, and he was like, talking about just people getting sick in this thing, how people don't realize. And he's like, 2-3 weeks ago, he's like, you're like, what are we doing here? And he's like, now the walls are starting to close in on everybody. You're starting to know a guy who knows a guy.
Right.
Or your friend's cousin died. This girl, like, everything's closing in. The world's getting smaller.
Yeah.
But I still see retardos with their fucking posts. Does anybody even know someone with the thing?
Oh, yeah. It's so annoying. I hate that one. It's just like, shut up, dude.
One guy, this is like the third time he's posted it. So, serious question. Does anybody even know anybody with the... It's like, I want to get it. I want to go find him. I want to spit in his eyeball. And I'm like, now you know 2 people. You and me, you fucking retard. Why do you keep asking this question? Like I said, there's people who are in denial about it because it is a harsh reality.
I think it's just their way of coping.
Yes.
It's just their coping mechanism. Like, yeah, it's not a big deal. They want it to not be a big deal.
Correct.
And there's no other.
I had a guy come on, I guess, because of my visceral hatred towards our leader, the leader of the free world. Somebody came on my post on a post. I don't post anything political.
I
don't post anything political.
Yeah.
I might rant political because I have a point of view and a feelings about certain things. Whether I'm right or wrong, I still can have feelings about something. You know what I mean? There's a million people out there.
Wrong.
Yeah, there's a million people out there with retarded fucking points of view. I could be one of them with my own retarded point of view, so that's okay. So he came on my post about Tiger King and he was like, Mike, you're not as funny as you used to be. Once you started talking about politics, why don't you stick to just telling jokes?
It's like, why can't I be a complete human being?
Yeah, no. So I went and said, so let me get this straight. Because my views are probably different than your views, I should just shut up and make jokes. I said, I wonder who you voted for. Perplexing. But anyway, so why don't you just delete me and go find like-minded people, and you guys can all share the same thoughts, and you don't have to worry about anyone thinking anything other than the way you think.
Yeah.
He never responded to me, and I hope he fucking doesn't. Delete me, you dumb fucking hick. What do I need you for? You fuck you. Fuck you.
I don't know. It's so weird. I don't know. I don't know.
I said this in the thing too. I'm like, I've never, ever, ever told someone to not say what they believe. Even if I think it's retarded. I don't say, you know what, you shouldn't share your belief. It's like all the people, you know what, fucking celebrities need to shut their fucking mouth. And then, but unless their celebrity is saying the thing. Like, unless a celebrity saying
nobody wants to hear it, just go to your mansion.
Yeah, and then like Scott Baio speaks out and like, look what Scott Baio's saying. Oh,
I know, not even a real celebrity. You guys are listening to Charles in Charge?
I know.
The fuck? Where do you get your news, Charles in Charge guy?
It's just the thing, you know. We don't want to hear from celebrities, but it's like unless the celebrity's saying the thing you believe in,
unless it's Chachi, wah wah wah,
or what's his name, fucking, what's the what, fucking Woods. James Woods. They love James Woods, but De Niro's a piece of garbage. I bet you De Niro's in 30 fucking movies you guys loved. And now because he doesn't like the guy you love, he's a piece of garbage? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, apparently. I love James Woods, though. His acting is stellar.
Oh, my God.
Actually, I recommended a movie to somebody the other day because we were talking about top cheesiest movies that you love, like cheesiest movies, like like they got panned, but you love it. And
what is
there's Diggstown. Have you ever seen Diggstown?
I didn't like it. I did see it.
You didn't like it? James Woods, Bruce Dern.
I didn't like it.
Loved it. I don't want to tell anybody about it, but go watch Diggstown. It's ultimately cheesy, but so fun.
Did you ever see True Believer?
Who's in that?
James fucking Woods, the guy we're talking about.
Right? Yeah, see, James Cass says in the chat, Diggstown is the best boxing movie ever. I mean,
yeah, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
I've seen it, but I wasn't a big. That was like fucking 89, right? 88, 89?
92, maybe?
90?
It was in the 90s.
Okay, so it's in that area.
Maybe you didn't watch it.
Huh?
Maybe you didn't watch it.
I watched it.
Tell me what it's about. Without giving anything away.
Without giving anything away?
Yeah.
James Woods in it. I don't know. I don't remember, man. But
Louis Gossett Jr.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I was going to say him before. When you started saying names, I was like, Louis Gossett Jr. is in it. But you never said it. I'm like, maybe it's not the same movie. But that's the movie.
Okay. You should watch it again. You'll like it.
All right. So you never saw True Believer with James Woods?
I don't know. Maybe I did. I got to look up. Just give me, who else is in it besides James Woods? Or is just him as a solo performer?
Yes. One-man show. Robert Downey Jr.
Okay.
is a lawyer just getting out of school.
I'm going to watch it tonight. I love law and I love those two things.
James Woods is a fucking like hippie lawyer, smokes weed, got a big ponytail, is like represents all the dirtbag drug dealers. And there was an Asian dude who got arrested for like a gang killing in Chinatown.
Easy, Mike. These are sensitive times. Just easy.
Well, that was the name of the
Easy with the races. All right, just be careful.
An Asian dude? No, I'm not.
Cancel culture. I just want you to be careful.
He was Asian.
Oh,
you want to cancel me?
Mike Gaffney said that.
What? What are you supposed to say?
I'm just saying, I want no racism on this podcast, Mike.
Well, he was an Asian guy who got arrested for a gang killing. Okay?
Uh-huh.
And his parents come to James Woods to help get him free.
I'm watching it tonight, dude.
Dude, it is so good. I watch it every time it's on. I'll watch the whole
True
thing.
Believer. I'm writing that down.
True Believer. So good.
It's happening tonight.
All right, then I'll watch Digstown.
People,
all right?
Digstown's fun. James Cass commented, but it's a see more button, so when I click it, I can't see more. So, there it goes. Bubba Joe. I worked at Lowe's movie theater on Route 18 when it came out, and at that point, Joe knows exactly what fucking point I'm talking about. The crowds jumped up and cheered every time. Every time. Yeah, it was a great movie. See, I saw that. I didn't see it in the movie theater. I saw it when I worked at a video store. It was just like one of those movies. I'm just like walking through as I'm like stacking movies, and I'm like, what the fuck movie is this?
Right.
And I just popped it in and watched it when I was at the video store, and I'm like, holy shit! Like...
Right.
I discovered something like that no one's talking about. Like nobody I knew told me about Digstown.
Right.
Anything else in the chat we want to talk about? Anybody else say anything?
I
think we have different chats.
Yeah. So I'm not really being able to do it. I said I suck at interacting on this thing because it's hard.
Well, you can't. You guys got to go in every once in a while.
I know, but I didn't.
Somebody asked if Jeff McKinley said you guys should take phone calls from your fans. Can you do that? Not yet, but probably. I don't know if we'll do that. Maybe one day.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. We're barely getting this off the ground.
Just a lot.
We have enough technical difficulties here.
Yeah.
You know what'll happen? We'll set it up. We'll take our first phone call. They'll lose us, and then just some guy on the air like, hello? And then me and you'll be frozen. And then it'll be Jeff's podcast from there on out.
Yeah, I can't really tell what's going on. I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay. So, True Believer, Digstown. I'm liking doing the 2-week podcast, I got to say. I mean, it doesn't replace stand-up, but it's fun.
Absolutely.
But because I always tell people, when I tell people about podcasting, they're like, why do you do it? And I go, A, it's fun. I get to chat with a buddy of mine, having a conversation we'd have anyway, whether there was cameras on or not. I go, B, you know how many times we're just riffing and we both come up with funny shit that winds up in our act?
Absolutely.
Because it's just, you're in that comedic brain,
Right.
I think, I don't know, I think it's good. But you said you wanted to start doing some, like maybe on Wednesday when we do the cast, you wanted to start doing some game or something, we're going to try and do some recurring bracket thing or something that we can involve the fans with.
Yeah, something. I want to come up with something is what I wanted to do.
Well, no, you should come up with something, and then we'll record a video promoting that so that when they listen Wednesday, we'll put it out tomorrow. So whatever thing you come up with, you record a video saying what it's going to be, then we'll promote that on the page.
Okay.
And then
so I'm thinking something like your top 10 movies of all time.
Okay.
And bracket them out to where the number one movie comes up.
So what? We have my bracket and then your bracket? Like how are we going to...
your own bracket. You make your own bracket.
So we make our own brackets.
Yeah. The number 1 seed against the number 5. And think about what movie the best.
Should we work off one bracket so that we come to the conclusion? Because if I have my own bracket and you have your own bracket...
But then you explain why your bracket is your bracket.
Oh, I thought we were going to have one bracket where we agree on these were the top movies, and then we have to fight it out till we get to the final.
Well, we can if you want to do that, what we can do is on Wednesday come with your top 12, 15, 16 movies, right? 32 brackets, right? Like a 32 bracket thing, right? So you come with your top 16 movies of all time, but then I'm going to come probably the same movies are going to overlap. So that's what I'm saying. Unless we just come with a list together, like our own list that what we thought, and then work it off. That's
okay. Then the winners of our brackets will battle it out for the ultimate winner, unless it's the same one.
Right. Goodfellas against Goodfellas.
Goodfellas against Goodfellas. I think we should do that. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to do I'm going to bring 16 movies. You're bringing 16 movies? Is that what we're doing? I already forgot the game.
Because it's 32. If we're gonna put our own movies up against our choices against one another, then yes.
Okay, so even if they're double, because they could be doubled up, but they're going to be in different. They could be against
Correct.
different movies.
I could make it a 1 seed and a 6 seed. You might have it on your bracket.
So how do we seed them? That's what I'm curious about.
That's what you look at. You look like, oh, this is.
Or do you put them all in a bag and then pick them out?
You could do that, or you could just be like, this is the one. This is the fucking 1 seed.
No, I want to do it more like in a bag where it's like not going to be set up. You know what I mean? Like good, like who knows? You may have that way.
Oh, absolutely. Then you got Goodfellas up against fucking
E.T.
Top Gun, and you're like, yeah, that's got it. Top Gun's out.
Top Gun's not even in the thing, so.
Whoa. Not in your thing. That's why it's 2 different fucking brackets.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
You wouldn't have Titanic either, I bet.
All right, here's my thoughts on Titanic.
Go ahead.
Here's my thoughts on James Cameron movies. If James Cameron would hire a writer, he would make the greatest movies of all time. The guy makes visually the greatest movies, hands down. But his stories are always corny and just average.
Wow. Such a.
I'm just. That's honest. You know what I mean? I know. I mean, other than like Terminator.
Yeah, it's not the same thing. It's Titanic.
Titanic was kind of corny, even though it was visually amazing in the theater.
The reason why I don't agree with you,
okay,
is because of the visual amazingness of it. If you don't feel like you're on the ship in the middle of the Atlantic, then you aren't getting. Then that's when you feel the corny part of the story, because you're in it, man. You could taste the salt water air. You know what I mean? Like you could feel the boat moving. You could like that music brings you right back to fucking 1913 or whatever.
Yes, what you're describing is the filmmaking is amazing.
So all the other shit just falls aside for me because everything brings me in.
Right.
I'm in.
But that's my point. If he just hired a writer and took his mitts out of the writing,
right,
and just focused on
what story you got to put all those visual aspects in? What would be different about your story?
Well, I'm not a fucking Academy Award winning writer. I don't know if I could write a better Titanic. I would. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, there just could be a better story. I just believe the story was kind of, you know what it is? It's a good story, but it's like almost Hackney, like a hack story. Just like what was the one with the fucking purple people he made? Fucking with all the Avatar. I mean, stunning visually, but it was Pocahontas. It was, you know what I mean? It wasn't an original story. Like if he.
But how many original stories are there?
Right, but that should be the goal. Don't rehash just your regular stuff. He did airplane jokes, but comedy.
He was trying to tell the story of the Titanic itself through this love story, but it really was a story about the Titanic. It really wasn't about Jack and Rose. They were just a vehicle to tell a story about the Titanic and to show how the Titanic actually sank.
Yeah, no, I know. I just think it could have been told better. I think it could have been told in a better. It would go down as one of the greatest movies of all time if it was better writing.
Okay.
Because all right, take away take away the visual effects of Titanic, the amazing filmmaking, and just put it like inside the Titanic where you kind of know what's happening outside because you know the story, and just have that story. It's boring.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's boring. It stinks.
Is, but it also the story did tell the story. You know, did tell the story of the classes of the boat. Kind of gave you a look below the decks of like that ship. To me, now there's people who think it's gay and sucked. I don't really care. That's not.
Nah, I don't think it was gay. It was a good movie. It's a watchable movie. I like it. I'm not saying I don't like the movie.
No.
I'm not saying I don't like James Cameron movies. I'm just saying James Cameron could be considered one of the greatest directors of all time if he just hired quality writers. If he put a little more effort towards the writing end. Because he's visually, you could just watch his movies. They're just amazing. He knows how to use sound and color and everything to make it good. But it's like, you couldn't touch him if he just put a little bit better story.
Right, I get it.
You know what I mean? I'm almost giving him a compliment.
I get it. I guess that movie, I was able to just be in it.
No, it's easy to be in. I enjoyed it. I saw it in the movies a few times because I loved the filmmaking aspect of it.
Right,
That's a film that I'm like, I don't even know if I can enjoy this as much at home.
Right.
You know, because just kind of like that George Clooney movie with him in space with what's her face,
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock. I mean, stunning visually, amazing to
Right.
watch that in the theater, especially like in 3D. Phenomenal.
Right.
But again, just this cornball story. You're just like,
Yeah.
It's like you were 3/4 of the way there, man.
So close.
You were like, it just would have been perfect. It would have been perfect. Yeah. It would have been like something you were like, this is perfect.
Right.
That's why put it this way, 2001: A Space Odyssey is talked about to this day because it had the visual amazingness and the killer story.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna be talking about the Sandra Bullock, George Clooney movie in film class. They're still gonna be talking about 2001. Right. You know, they may still talk about it as like visually, maybe with some of the techniques, but it's not going to be as well known.
Yeah, right. No, absolutely.
But 2001's weird as shit.
So weird.
It's so weird, but it's original, and I think that lends itself to the subject matter. You know what I mean? Or to the respect it gains.
I tried to watch. I was too young. I mean, like I think that came out when I was like 10 years old. So I got a video of it. And I watched the videotape of it. I just didn't understand. I was too young to even know what the fuck was happening.
Yeah. Gravity. That was the name of the one. What was BJ says in the chat, now I can't get the picture of Mike on the bow of all the cruise ships he's been on.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
I can picture you at all your cruise ships.
Just by myself.
With your cigar and your iced coffee, just going, near, far,
oh my God,
wherever you are.
You know what I can't do, though, is look out at the sea at night. It's creepy.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. When I was on a cruise, I go with my back against the wall.
Oh, really?
Or I walk a little faster. I do like old woman walk in the mall, power walk.
Yeah. Like after they shut when the lights are off and like you're just kind of like chilling out at night and I look out my little hole, my little window. I don't like that look. When I don't know what the fuck is up out there. There's like big waves, little waves. What's happening? I don't like that feeling.
Or like when you walk, I can't walk the opposite way of the boat. Like,
oh, really?
Then I'm like, it fucks up my equilibrium, man. I just like face plant to the ground and crawl into the next door. I get dizzy.
You know what I can't look? Also, something that creeps me out, and it makes me, chills me to the bone. Like I can't, like if it's pitch black outside and I don't know the fucking terrain or the surroundings in the daytime. I've never been there. I'm only at night, and I see like a silhouette of a building or like a fucking like a factory, just a silhouette. Like I get so creeped out. Because I don't know what's there. I can just know there's something there.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck it is. And like, is there people there looking at me? I just get creeped out. I remember when I was a kid, my grandfather's apartment, the alleyway between his house and the next house over was pitch black at night. Pitch fucking black. You could not see a thing. But if I looked out the window, you couldn't see.
Yeah.
And I just always imagine someone just looking at me. Like always imagine someone was on the other side of that glass, pitch black. I can't see them. And to this day, if I can't see really, there's no light outside and I can't see anything, I won't look outside.
Dude, what about in Alaska when they brought us out to see the Northern Lights in Fairbanks, Alaska after the gig and they shut all the truck lights off? I've never seen darkness like that. I'm like, dude, some monster's going to fucking eat us.
Dude, I couldn't see you.
I know, and I was pale. That was wintertime.
I know. It was bad.
Yeah. That was scary. I was like...
It was beautiful, but like, it was like, yeah, I didn't want to like, I had to man up because we're with some, fucking Alaskans. Yeah, I got to act like I was cool with it, but I wasn't.
Yeah, we're all like, oh yeah, we do this shit all the time.
And that's cool. Did you guys hear that? Can we get back in the truck now?
Yeah. Guys, got any beef jerky? I like to chew that in the dark. Out in the wilderness.
Yeah, that was cool, but it was like, all right, we're good.
Yeah, no, being out in a cruise ship at night is kind of creepy.
It is.
I was like, one time I went fishing. I didn't go at night, but I went out fishing when I was in Cancun. Me and my buddy Tony rented a charter to go fishing for sailfish and mahi-mahi.
Right.
And you're 3 hours off the coast of Cancun. That's how long it takes to get to the spot.
Really?
Or like 2 hours, maybe. And you just get out there. You just don't see land anywhere. You're just in the middle of this deep blue sea, and you're like, I'm with these 3 Mexican guides. I'm like, what am I, fucking crazy? Like, I had to just focus on the fishing to get out of my anxiety that I'm stuck with Pedro and Pete, like, in the middle of...
Pedro and Pete? Isn't that Pete twice? Isn't Pedro Pete in Spanish?
It is?
So, yeah, I thought so.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Okay,
Isn't
then
it Peter?
Pedro and Arturo.
My name is Peter. My name is Peter, too, but I have to call myself Pedro because he calls himself Peter.
Yeah. But, dude, there was hammerhead sharks out there. Like, coming up by the boat, they're feeling like, come look at the sharks. I'm like, hey, ain't nobody fucking around, like, pretending to push anybody, okay? Sharks here. And then we're sitting there, and I'm just, they're just, like, trolling this water, and I'm like, oh, that looks like on the shows, like, when you see a whale coming up, and they're like, that's a whale. I'm like, that's a fucking whale? This big fucking whale just comes up. I'm like, holy shit. It was just you're helpless. You're like, I'm not coming home unless they let me come home.
It's not even that. Like, it's the thing about being out the ocean. You are helpless.
Totally helpless.
You're just. It's like, I mean, airplanes are bad too, but like out in the ocean, it's like I just feel like if an airplane crash, you have nothing you could do about an airplane crash. You're gonna die kind of quick. I feel like if something happens in the ocean, it's not gonna be that fast. Not gonna be fast enough for me.
No,
it's gonna be a lot of fucking floating around waiting to die.
Especially when you realize the guy running your muster station is also in the ice show. You're like, what? Why?
Because he's an employee and that's his job.
Hans the skater is gonna save my life. I remember when that happened, we were like, because I didn't know he was even in a show. He's like, this is the muster station guy.
Right.
Little flamboyant little guy. You're like, guy, he works on a ship and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he's probably a medic. You know what I mean? He's here to save lives. Then we're watching the ice show. We're like, what the fuck? He's twirling around. He's got fucking hoops and shit and flames. You're like, we're dead. I don't know. I think they're stretching this.
Everyone has a job on a ship.
I know, but I wish they would have life-saving jobs for life-saving people.
How many
if the lifeguard was my muster station guy, like the guy watching over the pool,
yeah,
or even the guy like in the gym, like running the gym, like just somebody. I guess ice skaters are strong.
Let me ask you a question.
What
do you think the guy at the muster station is doing? He's just there to gather you, so then he can organize your departure from the ship. He's not there to save you. He's not carrying you on his back.
I thought he was going to get on that little boat with us, like he's the captain now, and then takes us off.
No, he's not the captain now.
Of that little lifeboat.
No, he's not. He's just making sure that you get to the lifeboat safely.
Ah, okay.
And he checks you in, so at the end of the day, when they're like, how many people died? He could be like, oh, this is how many people that I knew died. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could show these are all the people who didn't check in with me. Oh, so there's 12 people that died that were supposed to be at your muster station. Yes.
Every time I hear that, I just want hot dogs.
What? Every time you hear that, you just want hot dogs?
Mustard.
Oh, it's not mustard, though. It's mustard.
I know it's mustard, but I hear mustard, and it makes me want hot dogs.
That's what they should do to get you to go to your muster station. Have hot dogs.
I'd be there on time every time. Yeah, so Jeff said he's in the band too when playing when the ship is sinking.
I think we need to stop making fun of my movie. All right?
Hey, man, when you're the most prestigious ship to sink, we're not making fun of your movie. We're just making fun of the ship that your movie's about.
Yeah, I know. There's something you never see on any other cruise ships, like an homage to the Titanic. You never see photos of the Titanic.
Weren't they about to release the Titanic too? Like a new version of the Titanic?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not getting on.
Who would get on that?
It's like, who gets on that boat?
Yeah, you're gonna get coronavirus and sink. Be like, you're gonna sink with a respirator. Like, this is the worst luck ship ever.
Did you think it was hilarious when Trump was saying, not about Trump, so if you're sensitive, fuck off. When Trump was saying about how Carnival offered to give them 4 of their ships, and like, so one of the reporters was like, so did we hear that Carnival wants to give you their ships for the coronavirus? You know, and he was like, yeah, what's your point? Trump said, and she was like, never mind. Like, I don't even think he could. She was trying to save the irony.
Yeah.
Wait, let me get this straight. You want the floating petri dishes that are probably is the reason why the coronavirus is as bad as it is.
Yeah.
You want those to be your places for people to go to recover from the coronavirus?
Well, I guess if they cleaned them first.
You got to really do
sterile.
They got to be a lot of really clean.
Yep. Oh my. Someone said we should do a Diggstown versus True Believer.
Oh, it's no hands down. I'm sure Diggstown is a good movie and all.
I'm going to watch True Believer tonight. See, I know Diggstown a lot, so but
you will. True Believer is such a good movie.
I'm going to watch it tonight, I believe. I want us to. So we're going to do this on Wednesday, right? We're gonna start this new bracket.
Yes.
All right. So what you got to do is call me tomorrow so we can work it out.
Okay.
And then, cause I want to wrap up now. I got to piss. We've been recording this for almost 2 hours.
Yeah, I see that.
But so hey, everybody, thanks for being in the chat, and I wish we could look at the chat more. I'm gonna try and figure out a way where I can kind of keep it up in this area so I can kind of keep an eye on it instead of looking at my phone every time. We're working out the bugs. We're at the coronavirus quarantine studios. So if you guys haven't liked our All in Our Heads podcast page yet, please go do that. Please tell people to watch us. There's a spot if you go to the All in Our Heads podcast fan page where it's like community, and you can it says like invite friends, invite all your friends to like our page, and then they'll get notified when we have a podcast. So another thing, if you can go subscribe to the audio part of our podcast, it helps our numbers. iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, anywhere you get podcasting. So anything from you, Mike?
No, that's it, man.
That's it.
Stay inside, stay safe, listen to the professionals.
Yes. Stay inside, stay safe. We want to get this shit over with so we can fucking get back to some pizza.
Get back to normalcy, get back to life. Everybody wants to get back to work, make some money.
Yes, man. Yes. For sure. All right, everybody. Thanks for checking it out.
Peace out.
You've listened to On Our Heads.